The next part will be easier. So we will just look at here. Copulation itself is the act of sexual intercourse whereby the male ejaculates into the female's vagina itself. Most of the information is self-readable and we don't really have to go through it. Now what I do want to point out is that the male sperm itself is haploid, so which means I have got 23 chromosomes if you have done the topic on genetics. So I've got 23 chromosomes from the male, which will fuse with the 23 chromosomes from the female, resulting in a 23 pair chromosome, which means 46 chromosomes of the zygote during fertilization. Okay, now fertilization, what you do have to take note are the different terminologies. So once there is fertilization, the ball of cells is referred to as the zygote. Okay, the zygote will continue to mature along the oviduct or the fallopian tube, and it will be termed the embryo. Okay, so once implantation has taken place, this implantation is called the embryo, no longer the zygote. Okay, it is not yet a fetus because it has just implanted itself. So once the embryo continues to grow and form organs, etc., that will become a fetus. Okay, and the heart being the major organ for development, the one of the first organs that will be formed is the heart. Okay, so of course the uterus will continue to enlarge, which is why pregnant women, the bellies get bigger and bigger. So the reason why is because the fetus becomes enclosed in a fluid sac, which is called the amniotic sac. Okay. The amniotic sac is the one that contains fluids to support the infant from multiple components, which we can see in points 1 to points 4 here. Okay, so the temperature will be constant for the fetus. It allows the fetus to move around it. Okay, and it also provides a layer of barrier. Okay, so as the fetus grow, the placenta will start to grow from the fetus. So we can see that this is the fetus here. Okay, we have got the attached umbilical cord, which will then be attached onto the uterine lining area via the embryonic villi. And we also have the fetal blood capillaries that are being present. Okay, so the umbilical cord consists of two separate things: the umbilical vein and the umbilical artery. Okay, so recall in your circulatory system of the heart, artery means away. Okay, since both have A. So what the umbilical cord contains is that it contains specifically two umbilical arteries. So the purpose of these two umbilical arteries is to carry away all the waste products from the fetus to the mother via the placenta. Okay, it also has one umbilical vein. So the purpose of this umbilical vein is actually to transport the oxygenated blood and food substances from the placenta to the fetus itself. So all this is made possible because the villi has this embryonic component has villi, which increases the surface area to volume ratio. Okay, it also contains the blood spaces. So what is the purpose of these blood spaces and the blood vessels is to prevent the mother's blood from mixing with the fetus blood in the event that the mother and the fetus have different blood types, and that will lead to agglutination, if you recall the topic on the circulatory system, in which different blood groups have various antigens and or antibodies. Okay.